Hello student, I am Lilibet Tisapnay, a student teacher taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics of Holy Trinity College of Camarines Sur. For this video, I will discuss about the intercepts of polynomial functions. After watching this video, you must be able to find the intercepts of polynomial function. To start, let us define first what is intercepts of the graph. The intercepts of the graph are points at which the graph crosses the axis. These axes are the x and y axis. The x-axis, it is the horizontal plane of a graph, and the y-axis, it is the vertical plane of a graph. The x-intercept is the point at which the graph crosses the x-axis. At this point, the y-coordinate is 0. And the y-intercept, it is the point at which the graph crosses the y-axis. At this point, the x-coordinate is 0. Meaning, kung ang hahanapin natin ay ang x-intercepts, the value of y is always 0. And kapag ang hahanapin naman natin ay ang y-intercepts, the value of x is always 0. Now, to demonstrate it furtherly, let's have an example. Example number 1. Find the intercepts of y equals x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. For this problem, we are required to solve the x-intercepts and y-intercepts of the given function. Let's do first solving the x-intercepts. To find the x-intercepts, set y to 0. So how we will get the value of x based from this equation, y equals x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. To be able to solve for x, let us use factoring. Kailangan ma-factor natin itong expression sa kanan para makuha natin yung x value. The factor now for these expressions are y equals x plus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 3. So now, let us change y to 0. So, we will have 0 equals x plus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 3. So now, using the zero factor property, let us equate each factor to 0 to determine x. Therefore, by transposition, we have x equals negative 1, x equals 2, x equals 3. Therefore, we have 3 x-intercepts. These are negative 1, 2, and 3. This means the graph will pass through negative 1, 0, 2, 0, and 3, 0. And now, to find the y-intercepts, let's set x to 0 and simplify. So, for y equals x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6, papalitan lang natin ng 0 lahat ng x. Then, magkakaroon na tayo ng value of y. So, now, we have y equals 0 cubed minus 4 times 0 squared plus 0 plus 6. So, now, let's simplify. 0 cubed equals 0. Negative 4 times 0 squared equals 0 plus 0 plus 6. So, let's add 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 6. We have y equals 6. Therefore, the y-intercepts is 6. This means the graph will pass through 0, 6. So, ganun lang kumuha ng x and y intercepts of polynomial function. Let's come now to our example number 2. For example number 2, we have find the intercepts of x times x minus 1 squared times x plus 1 times x minus 3 times x plus 5. So, to find the x-intercept, since it is already factored, let's just equate each factor to 0 and solve. So, we have now x equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0, x plus 1 equals 0, or x minus 3 equals 0, or x plus 5 equals 0. Therefore, by transposition, we have x equals 0, x equals 1, x equals negative 1, x equals 3, x equals negative 5. Therefore, we have 5 x-intercepts. These are negative 5, negative 1, 0, 1, and 3. This means the graph will pass through negative 5, 0, negative 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 3, 0. To find the y-intercept, set x to 0, then simplify. So we have y equals x times x minus 1 squared times x plus 1 times x minus 3 times x plus 5. Change x to 0, we have 0 times 0 minus 1 squared times 0 plus 1 times 0 minus 3 times 0 plus 5. Let's simplify. 0 times 0 minus 1 squared equals negative 1. 0 plus 1 equals 1. 0 minus 3 equals negative 3. 0 plus 5 equals 5. So, we have 0 times negative 1 times 1 times negative 3 times 5. The answer is 0. Therefore, the y-intercept is 0. This means the graph will also pass through 0, 0. For example number 3, we have find the intercepts of y equals x raised to 4 plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 6x. Find the x-intercept, set y to 0. So, to be able to solve the x-intercept, let us use factoring. Sabi ko nga kanina, kailangan nating ma-factor ang expression sa kanan para makuha natin ang ating x value. So, the factor of x raised to 4 plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 6x is x times x plus 6 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Then, let's change y to 0. We have 0 equals x times x plus 6 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. So now, using the zero factor property, let us equate each factor to determine x. So, we have now x equals 0 or x plus 6 equals 0, x plus 1 equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0. By transpositions, we have x equals 0, x equals negative 6, x equals negative 1, x equals 1. Therefore, we have 4 x-intercepts. These are negative 6, negative 1, 0, and 1. This means the graph will pass through negative 6, 0, negative 1, 0, 0, 0, and 1, 0. And now, to find again the y-intercepts, let's set x to 0. Then, simplify. So, for x raised to 4 plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 6x, change x to 0, we have 0 raised to 4 plus 6 times 0 cubed minus 0 squared minus 6 times 0. So, let's simplify. 0 raised to 4 is 0. 6 times 0 cubed is 0. 0 squared is 0. And 6 times 0 is 0. So, our y is equal to 0. Therefore, the y-intercepts of this equation is 0. This means the graph will also pass through 0, 0. And for you to practice finding the intercepts of polynomial function, try to solve these 3 equations. And that's all for this video. I hope may natutunan kayo about intercepts of polynomial functions. Once again, I'm Lilibet Tisapnay, a student teacher taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics of Holy Trinity College of Camarines Sur. Thank you for watching!